Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the mop here on a Tuesday morning. No, Wednesday. I don't know. One of those days. That's the part of when you are exhausted. It happens. Mentally was shot yesterday. Was in bed way early. Just wasn't doing well. So, with everything going on in the world, life, everything, those with mental health, mental damages, brain damage wise, from whatever it may be, these days and everything that is going on can be mentally exhausting for a lot. And people always wonder, well, why is that person different? Why is that, yesterday I just went to bed. It was a whole lot easier for me than dealing with everything that was going on in my head. So be aware of those around you that may seem off, may seem tired. It may look like depression. It may look like anxiety, whatever it may be. Some people just have, with brain damages or things like that, it takes a lot out of someone. Everyday tasks aren't every day. They aren't just, here you go and get over it. Criticism. We face loud music or loud noises and constant people talking or whatever it may be. Our minds act differently than those that can throw it into a garbage pile or just ignore it. A lot of times we can't. So, with that being said, welcome to the mop. Yesterday was a rough day. In many aspects, every day seems to be getting rougher in some aspect. And it's easy for a lot of people to just say, ignore it. Don't let it bother you. Just walk away, whatever. It's not that easy for us that have brain damage. And there is damage to the brain. If you are a stroke victim, if you are a cancer patient, whatever you may be, there is brain damage. And this is not a sympathy thing. I don't need people to feel sorry for me because I'm only 51. I've got a long time to live with it. It's just that sometimes we need to be aware. I've heard a lot of people say, well, don't use the stroke thing for an excuse. I'm not using it for an excuse. People need to understand that some people just can't handle everything going on anymore because of that damage. And if you get overwhelmed, that is the first thing that's going to shut down is your mind. And it's just going to want you to go to sleep, want you to take time, take that nap, whatever it may be. So if you're a stroke survivor and you're like, cripe sakes, I just feel like I nap at least one time a day. It is your brain telling you, hey, time to take a few. Just take a little bit and recalibrate and get back. So don't ignore those signs and try to push through it. Same as if you're starting to notice with your loved ones with dementia, Alzheimer's. See, we're still under that whole scenario of nobody really knows how to label it. Do I have dementia? Do I have Alzheimer's? Well, it's all under one big umbrella. They don't, I talk to people different than, oh, he's just got dementia. Or they have Alzheimer's. Yeah, it's just it's a little bit of dementia maybe. It all goes hand in hand. So if you are starting to notice changes in your loved ones, reach out to the hospital, to memory care. Find a way to get a baseline started. Find a way to get that loved one engaged in getting a baseline started to where you know if it's getting worse, and then also maybe coming up with a treatment plan to keep them more stable. I still struggle to the day that it took so long to get mom diagnosed with it, that we couldn't get her tested sooner to where we might have been able to start things that it would have leveled more and more out. Watched a program last night. They had it on TV, and it was pretty interesting about a lady that's doing a bunch of testing in Texas, and I can't remember the name of the town, but 20% of the people in the town age 65 or older are suffering from some form of dementia and some stages. Some are late stage, some are early. They're doing the baseline testing, and some people don't even know how to remember how to draw a circle. Okay? So you need to draw a clock, and then, if it's 1 o'clock, write a circle, do the clock. We need to develop a baseline in order to see if it's getting better, or it's not going to get per se better. That is one of the reasons that I do this. I'm doing the second annual Strikeout Alzheimer's. Is with dementia and Alzheimer's, it's not going to get better, but can we slow it down? Can we get diagnosed earlier? Can we get people onto some things that will allow them to enjoy family longer? Are you seeing spikes in anger? And the anger, I don't think, comes because they're mean. It's that they're frustrated. What happens when you're trying to do something and you get very frustrated? You get short, you get upset, and now think about somebody that is forgetting. And especially if somebody is there not knowing how to handle it, and they go, oh, come on, you've done this all the time forever. They may not know. They may not know how to do it again or the steps to it all. That is where getting education on Alzheimer's dementia is key if you are dealing with someone. Because asking them, oh, you remember, they may not. And then they're going to get pissed off. And then you go, well, jeepers, why are you getting so mad? We have to make sure we're aware of our surroundings and those that are in it. So, take time for yourself if you are struggling, such as a stroke survivor or anything like that where there's been damage to your brain. Take time. There is also a point for really healthy people that if you're running and gunning the whole time and you are busy, you need to personally take time for yourself as well. Because you can overload yourself, just like stroke victims, stroke survivors will overload themselves thinking that they're worthless. They don't have a lot of things to offer, especially if they're handicapped in any way. And a lot of people, you're not going to see scars. You never would notice with me that I struggle daily with a lot of simple tasks. Tying my shoes sometimes takes me a little bit. Fortunate to have returned back to really good things for me. I've been blessed to come back, but I still have, mine are all where you can't see them. Just like when my mom was in her late stages walking around town and things, people couldn't see what was going on. And there's not a whole lot of people that take time to get educated with businesses and things like that know how to handle those types of issues or to notice those types of issues. The hustle and bustle of today's world, we overlook a lot of it. So, take time to really learn about yourself. And if you're noticing changes, you're noticing things, take time to figure out what's going on. Take time to help yourself out. But if you have loved ones that are going through all of this, take time to get educated on how to handle them, how to talk to them, how to go through it. And then most importantly, take time for yourself to help you go through it as well. My mom got diagnosed in 2020. She passed away in August of 2024. We know for sure that she had it prior to 2020. But I could not get her tested because she didn't want to be tested. If we can figure out ways to get people to get tested and then be honest about those observations and how we can go through it, will help immensely. So, with that said, I want to thank everybody that has helped to sponsor the second annual Marcy Strikeout Alzheimer's Shootout. That'll be November 8th at the bowling alley. I am up to 56, I think, sponsors or people involved in helping with items, gift certificates, memorabilia, home decor. I have huge goals. I've set $10,000 for this year for the goal. I did $5,100 last year, so it's double what I did. And a reminder that the teams that are bowling, that money is not being used. I'm paying that back. I'm paying 6 spots out of 12. We'll get some form of money back in the tournament. I am relying on the public. I'm relying on the bowlers that'll be there. We've got bowling ball raffles, 50-50 raffle, baskets, silent auctions. It will be well worth you appearing if you are just in the public. November 8th. Come down, see some great bowling. If you've never seen a Baker tournament, come down and watch. It is a hoot to watch because it's very interesting the way it plays out. Double elimination, so it's going to be a true double elimination tournament. I'm excited for it. I'm working on more prizes still yet. I will hear more coming up. Morris Heating and Cooling, TKO, the PBA, all the pro bowlers that have sent me jerseys, EJ Tackett, Stephanie Johnson, Verdi Crawley, thank you. All the bowling ball manufacturers, Storm, Motive, Columbia, thank you for sending bowling balls. I'll have 5 for sure, I think. I've got 3 in my basement right now waiting, but then I've got promises from a couple others that are going to bring bowling balls the day of. Thank you to the Phoenix Center. Mike Morris, Favre autograph signed helmet, thank you. A Reggie White silver coin, it's pretty cool. So all this stuff is going to be available. And Diane Nodigal with her famous cheesecakes, I have 2 of them for the event as well. So if you take a look at my events page, it'll show you the latest current sponsors, Brady Ewing. Go to bradyewing.com if you're looking for a motivational speaker. The Avoca Mercantile gave me a gift as well. So take a look at my sponsors if you want to see what's all going to be available. And then also thank you to all the lane sponsors. Thank you to all those as well. Truly appreciate everyone. So, and I ask a favor that if you see their names and you can help send business their way, I truly would appreciate it to help them. And I try to give them as many name plugs. I know a lot of times when you donate to an event, all you get is the one mention or something like that. I will be promoting these all the way through until November 8th, the day of the tournament, because it means so much to me and to reach my goal. So that's the good news today. And I'm not going to stress any of the bad news stuff because it's just not worth it today. I'm going to try to give my brain a little bit of break, and just after I had a good rest yesterday, and I pretty much was in lockdown mode yesterday. So I get to end the day at the dentist today for about 2 hours. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that so much. But thank you all for tuning in. And again, if you know somebody that wants to donate, great. Let them get a hold of me. I will gladly take any donations as far as that goes. Cash donations, whatever. I do have a savings account set up at People's Community Bank. Stop in and see Laura, Tom, and them in Richland Center, or any of the other branches. There's one in Plain Spring Green under Marcy's Strikeout Alzheimer's savings account. You can donate money there if you want to as well. So have a great day. Sunshine here in the southwest Wisconsin. Looks like the weather is going to be well above normal going through the week here and into the weekend. We'll shoot for the best, and I will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of The Mop. And as always, take time to bless somebody today.